we could have maybe like more like recent music, I think, because like the hymns are okay, but they get kind of old after a while.
I've been pretty much everywhere, and there's some churches that are like my church where they display the organ and whatnot, and then there's other churches that use bands and whatnot. And I like both, so they could come up with a combination that might help.
Maybe have like a separate spot for teenagers to go than the adults, so it's easier to understand.
Our pastor really talks in monotone, and that's not really fun. Pep that up a little bit.
We have organ, and we only sing out of the hymnal. We have kind of long sermons, I mean not like half an hour, and then I've been to churches where like everybody's really excited and they use like modern technology like screens and stuff, and I wish our church would do that more.
Church worship services could probably make them more exciting by maybe picking different topics like about teens more. That way they'll get more involved in it.
I think a lot of it has to do with kind of like reaching out instead of just having like questions that deal with, adults. If you kind of try to draw attraction towards their age group and everything, more hands-on activities.
They can use chancel dramas for teens so they can go up and participate and make it entertaining for the whole congregation.
Well, at my church, we don't have one of those projection screens like in the place that we go for our worships here. So I think it'd be nice if we had one of those at our church.
I think it's more interesting if they tell stories, more like either experiences they've had or some story that they've heard, because I think that incorporates more interest into it, because people usually are interested in other people's experiences.
Let us have some input, because my church doesn't let us have much input. Could, decorate better. It's kind of boring.
Well, I personally really like it when the pastor tells stories and he ties the stories into what he's trying to talk about. And I would like it more if it was more directed towards the younger generation.
My pastor, he's been making these sermons lately more exciting by taking life stories from his childhood and putting them into a sermon. And his childhood's really interesting to learn about, and then as he puts it into the sermon, it's really great. And that was probably one of the few times I actually listened to the whole sermon when he started doing that.